Begin in the Free State because it's accountability time for that province today. President Cyril Ramaphosa will be presiding over the Presidential Imbizo in Welkom. Ramaphosa will be leading his cabinet ministers, members of the Free State Provincial Executive and local government officials to account. Ziniko Mhlaba is part of our team in Welkom and he joins us now live. And Ziniko, I wonder if there'll be the requisite interest in this, given just how many issues there are in the Free State and more specifically in Welkom.
That's right, Ayan, because we know for sure that the province has been having some governance issues. Remember earlier on we spoke to the Premier in terms of governance generally. You'll understand that he did mention the fact that departments such as human settlements have been returning some funds to national government. However, on the other side, when it comes to the governance at municipality level and also when it comes to water services, the national government has been directing a lot of funds towards municipalities in terms of ensuring that governance at that level, at a local government sphere, is proper. But we do have now the Minister of Culture who's responsible for ensuring that nationally government and all the institutions and local government are able to deliver services effectively and are spending those monies correctly. I'm joined now by Minister Nkadimeng here. Minister, thank you very much for your time. Let's start with the issue of water challenges, especially governance of the funds that portfolios such as the Water and Sanitation Department directed to these municipalities are spent. There seems to be an issue in terms of governance managing those funds. They are not getting to the programs and projects where they are supposed to be spent on.
Well, thank you very much. I think one must indicate that, yes, the province of Free State in terms of municipal systems and structures is very weak. The province, jointly with us, has adopted through Section 154 about 11 municipalities, which are almost at the brink of no existence of governance and administration structures. And remember, when there are no systems, therefore it means even if there is money available, there's no one who's planning for it. There's no one who's prepared to spend it appropriately. But also there'll be no one who will account for it. And we have then dispatched jointly with the province and provincial treasury quite a number of experts. 39 in total, not only in the Free State, particularly in the engineering sphere, to be able to deal with water, to be able to deal with human settlement. Basic things such as collection of waste is not necessarily basic. It's a necessity which most of our municipalities have been struggling to perform in the province. Sewer, which is sanitation. So we've given Section 63 to example, even the municipality where we're at, in Mangaung as well, to the Department of Water and Sanitation to spend on our behalf. I'm sure when you take around here, you talk to community members, they'll tell you of the permanent existence of sewer in the streets and where they live and work and play. And so those are intervention measures that we are bringing, but also with an intention of transferring those skills. So we've put these 11 municipalities under constant hawk eye to ensure that one, they fill positions, so that you don't deploy an expert who doesn't have a person to hand over to, but also to be able to assist and train so that they could be able to spend. And we're happy with the input that the province is making in terms of ensuring that the support is given.
Minister, provision of basic services at the local government is very, very important. The province has been having this problem for some time right now. Almost 30 years into democracy, we're still trying out systems. Don't you think that's hindering and actually abusing the actual people who are supposed to be getting these systems?
Well, it's not a negotiable that we need to offer services. But secondly, it's also what the Constitution mandates us to do as municipalities, as government. The systems are always supposed to be put in place. Contracts are usually a 5-year. Municipalities must put systems to be able to advertise and fill and refill those positions as and when it is necessary. But municipalities must keep their institutional capacity and memory. There's nothing wrong in terms of extending if it's due or reappointment if it is due. We're fighting a challenge of where municipalities stay for a long time with vacancies, which is what leads to lack of service delivery. And that is where our processes are. But overall in local government, we allocated about 49 billion, excluding metros. We only were unable to utilize 900 million, which means 48 billion was utilized, has been spent. Only 1 has not been spent. So in a fraction, yes, you could be able to say you don't want 900 million is still a lot, but to give a picture that it's willy-nilly and unspent is also not necessary.
All right. So, Minister, let's talk about the engagements with veterans, the engagement with civil society, the engagement with NPOs on the ground in terms of how government is going about providing services to the people. We know that there's Mhlaba has just resigned from the ANC right now. Under those voices concerning you as current leaders of the ANC in terms of having to make sure that people are taken care of by your government, and you worried about such resignations?
Well, we are worried. I am worried about the services that needs to be given to the people, and that is why I'm here. And by the way, I'm not here on my own accord. I'm led by the President as one of her cabinet appointees. Why are we here? It's because we actually want to listen to those voices. Let them feel comfortable that government will come, listen to them, be on their side and account. So the first thing that the President will do, this is a second Imbizo. The first part of his speech will be reporting back on what was said to him by community members in April 2022 and what has his government done in addressing and redressing the areas which were not dealt with. And today we are bringing deliver. I mean, the Minister of Human Settlement will be issuing close to 14,500 title deeds have been allocated. The agricultural program is running, so fertilizer and all. So there is government, there are services happening. Resignation, the ANC will deal with.
All right. Thank you very much, Minister.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's Minister of Cogta there, talking to us about what exactly this Imbizo will be dealing with in terms of services, but also saying that there will be some of her cabinet colleagues are here to report back, but also the President will give that overall feedback to the people who will be here. So that's the latest from us. Back to you, Ayanda, for now.
Right, Ziniko, Mhlaba and the team. Live to us there from Welkom in the Free State. Thanks very much indeed.